Well, here we are in Amsterdam, and it's France versus Russia in the third round of 16 game of the VirtEuros. But more importantly, it's Sam Hardy versus Simon Tonks. That age-old rivalry from over 25 years ago at Dartford Grammar is reignited today. Pretty sure they were both in Havelock House, only Russia still wearing the same colours. Sam Hardy moved on to the dark navy of France. Well, the other games in the knockout stages so far have gone the full distance to the drama of penalties. Will that happen again? Or will either of these teams be able to win in normal time? Does anyone imagine every single knockout game in the VirtEuros going to penalties? What odds would you get on that? You wouldn't. A bookmaker wouldn't give you odds on a virtual tournament on PlayStation. France with some early pressure and an unnecessarily dramatic defensive header back to the keeper there. Here's Zhirkov for Russia. Now Denis Cheryshev. Has a bit of space, plays a 1-2, and they're still standing off him, Cheryshev. Eventually does get a very poor cross in, and France can bring it clear with Pavard. Looks inside to Griezmann. Now N'Golo Kante. And Rabiot. Well blocked, and Zhuba wins the header. Russia in possession in a good place on the pitch. Bakayev looked for Zhuba, but it's too much on it. And the opening 10 minutes has passed without any real incident. Rabiot back to Pogba. Are all the teams in this tournament so far a bit too scared of losing to really go for it in this round of 16 first knockout stage? Here's Varane, twisting and turning against nobody. Here's Kimpembe. Varane again, goes long. And it's well kept in by Pavard, right on the line, but the linesman happy. Pavard's still going, he'll try and cross this, surely. Oh, a little shoulder charge there, but no problem with that. And the Russians bang it down the pitch. Pavard again though, Pogba. Griezmann couldn't control Pogba's pass. Cheryshev again, all on this left-hand side for Russia at the moment. Zobnin. Now Zhuba, now it comes out to Bakayev on the right, and Fernandez. Beautiful Russian name. Chips it inside. Well, he's gone cross-field to Cheryshev. It's kind of worked. Nicely worked ball for Golovin in space in the box. Quickly crowded, but he's got it to Zhirkov. Almost unfortunate name if you're English. Shot comes in, it's blocked. I think it was going quite wide. Nice early pressure this from Russia. Not what the French would have been expecting. Again, that looked like it went out, but no. Zhuba with the chance. Header at the near post. 26th minute. Replay unnecessary. Let's all move on. No goal. Now Kylian Mbappe. Jumps, eventually wins the ball, then loses it. Ozdoev doing some good work there, and Russia playing the ball around quite nicely. Bakayev trying to look for the return pass to Zhuba, but comes inside to Golovin. Now Zobnin. Golovin gets it back. Oh, you can imagine Peter Drury saying sweet feet right there. Doesn't quite work its way through to Zobnin. Not much direction on the clearance though. And France really not showing anything in the opening 31 minutes, certainly in an attacking sense. Will Sam Hardy be laying into them at half time? You can imagine with his violent nature, he's sure to. Simon Tonks already thinking of some quips he can give to the Russians in his half-time team talk. I'm getting a vibe he likes a quip. And again they're looking dangerous going forward, Russia. Bakayev. Good challenge, Rabiot. And can France break here with Mbappe? Kimpembe just, again, turning away from no one in defence. And it's all very calm at the minute. Are we already thinking? If neither team creates much, It's going to go to extra time, and you know what comes after extra time. Here's Kante. Oh, it's blocked though. Cut out Juba here. I'd say Russia have shaded the first half, really. And here's Cheryshev. Can he get it back from Juba? This is a great chance for Russia. Eventually, they've done well in defence, you have to say, France. Here's Giroud. Has he got support? Finds Mbappe. No space. Oh, but he's found the return ball! Delerme got there just before Kylian Mbappe. That would have been against the run of play at the end of the first half. He'd have had to have said if they'd have got a goal there. Well, another relatively unexciting first half in a knockout game here. What will the two managers who last locked horns at Dartford Grammar, what will they do in their half-time team talks? Possession very similar. Shots on target exactly the same. Fouls and offsides exactly the same. Corners and free kicks exactly the same. Basically not much has happened. Join us in the second half. We're back. We've had an orange segment. And let's hope for better. Fernandez now for Russia. Straight back onto the attack. Zobnin inside to Juba. Ozdoev tries to look back for Zuba. Referee plays advantage for France there. Here's Griezmann. Pavard. Griezmann goes forward. Giroud holds up the play. Couldn't get it to Mbappe. Goes back to Kante. And he's still got it. Inside to Rabiot. Now Hernandez. And Griezmann in space. Tries to chip it to the back post where Giroud was there. He couldn't quite get on the end of it. Bit more intent from France already. Here's Zhirkov. Oh, and it didn't quite work its way back to him. Paul Pogba goes back to Raphael Varane. Now Kimpembe. Kimpembe again at the back. Well, I'd have to say, if it carries on like this, we're heading for penalties. You'd think both of these teams would not want to put themselves through that. But being digital binary men, maybe they don't care. Here's Griezmann. Giroud. Again, a great challenge at the back, and Denis Cheryshev can bring it away. Zhirkov with a slightly dangerous ball, but it's worked out okay. Manuel Fernandez. Bakayev tries to spread it, and it goes over Pogba to Cheryshev. Ozdoev now. Here's Juba. Finds Bakayev. Well blocked, has to be said, by Kimpembe. And Pogba finds Griezmann. Is it opening up a tiny bit? Mbappe. Hernandez overlapping on the left-hand side. And Russia get the throw. We're almost halfway through this second half. Still barely a shot on goal from either team. I feel like the other knockout games have still been relatively exciting. This one, poor so far, but now Cheryshev in space on the byline on the left-hand side. Tries to cut inside. Keeps possession. Here's Golovin looking at the back post. And that's well in. But again, they go back. Kimpembe. Hernandez from Mbappe. And Griezmann back to Rabiot. Kante tries a longer ball on the right hand side. Can Pogba get in there? Chance is Giroud with a shot. Well, they've managed a shot in the 74th minute. Let's not be ridiculous and watch it again. It wasn't that good. Substitution for Russia as Ionov comes on. Has he switched the iron off before he left home? That is the question. Here's Pogba. Now Griezmann, a bit of space. Mbappe. Great challenge though, it is fair. The follow through took Mbappe down, but the referee didn't mind. Here is Ionov. and Zhirkov. Well, we're 12 virtual minutes away from extra time once again. I see a theme developing here in the VirtEuros. Now Kante. Will we be spared another extra period of football and possibly a penalty shootout? Cross comes in. You have to say the defender did very well there. Giroud was lurking. Look at this. The camera showing Zuba coming off for Sobolev. And everyone watching thinks I'm not really that bothered. Hernandez with the throw. It's instantly cleared, but only to Griezmann. Can they keep the play going? Back heel to Rabiot. Now Hernandez. Giroud good in the air. There's the cross. Comes back to Pogba. Just kicked it against his man. Hernandez just lumps it into the box. Giroud and Mbappe lurking. And Russia can break here. A lot of Frenchmen forward. Oh, it was unfortunate that pass wasn't accurate. They've got the ball back though. Fernandez. And that's a nice ball to the substitute, Sobolev. They've got space in the area. Chance for the shot. He's hit the post. In the 89th minute. Tonks' heart would have been in his chest. Nowhere else. Let's be sensible about this. Oh, just skimmed the outside of the post there. Could have been inches away from glory for Russia. And you'd have to say, with the rankings going into the tournament, that would have been a surprise. Dean is on for Hernandez at the left back role for France. Here's Ionov, just playing around with it, waiting for extra time. I'm shocked by that attitude. Well, I won't lie to you, it wasn't that fun to commentate on. Let's hope extra time brings something more exciting. Sam Hardy and Simon Tonks will certainly be hoping that. Will we find a winner in this extra period, or are we going to a third consecutive penalty shootout in a row in the knockout stages of the VirtEuros? Here's Pogba. That's actually a well-weighted ball to Dubois on the right for France. Twists and turns, has a little bit of time. Pogba. Back to Rabiot. N'Golo Kante now. The Russians trying to crowd him out. It looked like he could have been fouled there, but the referees allowed it to carry on. France will be happy. Here's Griezmann. Deflected for the corner. What can they do with this? Pogba to take. Giroud's gone short. Surely want him in the box. Cross comes in and Mbappe's there. I think it's gone out off the defender for another corner. Pogba to take. Giroud is in the box this time. Taking a while to swing this one in. Here it comes. Comes out to Luca Digne. Doesn't try anything. Griezmann. Back to Dean. Back to Griezmann. Good challenge and Russia get it away. France have decided they want to attack in extra time. They couldn't have decided that in the 90 minutes beforehand, obviously. Zhirkov. Now Cheryshev. Gets it back. Nice exchange. Here's Ionov for Russia. Ozdoev. Back to Sobolev. Can he hold up the play? He does. He finds Golovin, and that's a great headed block by Paul Pogba. Now here's Giroud. Looks for Mbappe. Not a good exchange with Kante, and Rabiot just smacks it against the Russian. Kante has it back, and that's a great ball. Dubois in space on the right. Has men in the box. Is this the moment for France? Giroud turns and gets it back. It's just wide. Right at the end of the first half of extra time. Still 0-0. Still we wait for a breakthrough. I don't want to use the word inevitably, but is it inevitable that we're going to penalties once again? Shakir now at the back for Russia. Cheryshev on the left wing. Has a runner ahead. And doesn't quite work its way to him thanks to Dubois' interception. Giroud in possession now for France. Pogba running forward. Here's Paul Pogba. Gives it back to Giroud. Again, you don't want him crossing. You want him in the box waiting for a cross. There's the cross though. Harmlessly to Guilherme at the front post. And now, Pogba has it. Kante has it. Here's Giroud. They have men running on the right hand side. Can Griezmann find anyone? We're just 7.5 virtual minutes away from another penalty shootout. The crowd getting overexcited about something there. Hugo Lloris has it. Is there a sting in the tail of this game? Deveyev to Ionov. Gets it to the edge of the box. Deflected. For a corner to Russia, is it? Or has the referee given a goal kick? I think he may have done. Mbappe's coming off. Will he not be taking a penalty? Looks like Anthony Martial will be instead. And Miranchuk on for Cheryshev, yeah, for Russia. Here's Dubois for France. Just playing around with it at the back. Where's the urgency? Oh, does it matter? Here's Paul Pogba in space. Plays it in. Oh, Martial was there. It's come back. Chance! I don't believe it. Olivier Giroud, 119 minutes and 50 seconds, and France have a goal. There is going to be no injury time to speak of. The heap of French players breaks. Simon Tonks' heart breaks. It should have been cleared. It went back to Griezmann, came to Giroud. His control and turn and shot was very good, it has to be said. But I almost feel like they haven't done enough in the game to win it, France. But they've won it. We will not be going to a penalty shootout. Russia can't believe it. They showed some good intent in the 90 minutes, but couldn't find a way through. France, you have to say, luckily, have found a way. And so far, in the knockout stages here, Belgium, Italy and France, all the big boys, have scraped through to the quarter-finals. But through they have gone. Well, Sam Hardy continues. Simon Tonks must leave his first virtual tournament. He didn't get to experience the excitement of the UCOL. I'm sure he's enjoyed the VirtEuros. And Russia have been a great part of this tournament, but they go. Join us again soon. Bye for now.